Okay, Johnny, this one's got your number on it. Let's jam.
Welcome to MiniJam's MiniJam, your bite-sized dose of movie insights. Today, we're hitting the fast lane with a film that's been generating a lot of buzz for its incredible realism. F1, the movie, starring Brad Pitt. So, I recently saw a movie about a veteran driver who, after a near fatal accident, is given the opportunity to prove himself back and everyone that even as a veteran, he can compete and teach a few new things to a new generation of drivers. But I'm not talking about Cars 3 this week. No, I am talking about F1, the movie, starring Brad Pitt and with a supporting cast led by Javier Bardem, Damson Idris, Kerry Condon, and directed by Joseph Kosinski, better known for the Tom Cruise vehicles Top Gun Maverick and Oblivion, as well as Tron Legacy, was one of his first. Now, this year, John Krasinski is in command of the Brad Pitt vehicle F1 the movie, literally and figuratively. The selling point of the movie is the realistic depiction of the Formula One races, with cameras mounted in real vehicles and real drivers on the racing track alongside the film stars. The connection with the real Formula One driver, Lewis Hamilton, is paid off by achieving a realistic feeling of the renowned motorsport. He is a producer in the film. And you can tell also the connection with the F1 or the AFI, the organization that supervises the F1 races. So there is an undeniable feeling that the movie is a 2-hour product placement commercial. It has the traditional trappings of underdog sports movies, but there are product placement all over the place. And when I say that it follows the trappings of underdog sports movies, I mean it follows perfectly and exactly like the textbook on underdog movies. What are these type of things or trappings or tropes that we see in this type of movies? Well, first, there is an underdog character or a team. Check. Pitt is the 9th choice for the only team without points in the season. So, yes, definitely they are all the underdogs. And he's coming back to Formula One after 30 or something years when he had the fatal accident, and now he's doing minor races around the world. The second trope is a journey of transformation. Well, in this case, Brad Pitt's character, Sony Hayes, not really much transformation in his case. He ends basically in the same place he started with no character growth whatsoever. And if you think about it, this is a trope in Joseph, or this is typical in Joseph Kosinski movies. The same thing happened in his previous movie, Top Gun Maverick, and I actually think it's a problem in the storytelling that he devises. In his movies, basically, veterans are perfect as they are. You cannot teach an old dog new tricks. Whatever character growth is left is for the secondary younger characters. In Top Gun Maverick, this happened as well. And in this case, it is done by a very good performance by Damson Idris, everyone calls him JP. And that is the other pilot from the F1 team. And his chemistry and rivalry at first with Pitt is undeniable. I think they are actually a very good team working in this movie, and I have to give it to Damson Idris, someone I never know, but I think he has a lot of potential because standing on the same length or in the same space and being able to command as much screen presence as Brad Pitt is not an easy task. It's funny for me that in the older mentor in this movie and in Top Gun Maverick are normally, in underdog movies, is like an older coach or a retired, uh, a retired player or something like that. In this case, these veterans are the main characters, and normally this type of mentor helps grow the character But in the Kosinski movies, basically, is rewritten because of the star power of the mega stars. So I actually think it's a little bit of a cheat in this kind of movie. It doesn't apply perfectly to the trope, but I mean it's close enough. Uh, I mean, and you cannot deny it. I mean, the star powers of Pitt in F1, the movie, and Cruz in Maverick is latent, and I mean that's why these two movies are actually quite popular. The last trope that I'm gonna talk about is the big final game, and of course, in this case, they show half the season, but the final race of the season is the one that they have to win. If they don't win this race, basically they will lose the Javier Bardem is the owner of the team. They will lose the spot in the next season for the Formula One racing. So okay, so they have to win at all costs. In the end, it's a movie worth paying to see in the movie theater. It really has impressive visuals. The sound is great. I mean, the sound is impressive, and the music is pretty good. I mean, definitely the cinematography is truly what is bringing it all together. The feeling of being in the car is undeniable. The use of real cars, of real cars, real tracks, and there is probably a lot of CGI effects in the movie, but you cannot really tell them, especially because, as I mentioned, the movie was shot in real F1 tracks, and this add a feeling of verisimilitude, of real, of of being there that is really hard to think about any other racing movie that you can show that. I mean, the latest example is probably Gran Turismo, but that one actually felt like had a lot of CGI. This one is on the complete opposite. And you can tell that the movie got full support of the teams and F1 organizers. I mean, the cameos are all over the place, from the chief engineer of Ferrari to the other drivers. Lewis Hamilton is probably the one that chose the most. Uh, I think they actually use real commentators, because actually the commentator helps a lot to understand what is happening in the movie and why Brad Pitt is doing what he's doing. So it actually helps a lot. So it actually, yeah, it makes the movie worth experiencing on the largest screen possible. It was a lot of people are talking about the IMAX experience or the Dolby theater. Anyway, you can see it anyway in the big screen. I think is worth it. Supposedly, in the news at least, it shows that Brad Pitt learned how to drive a real F1 cars for the film. Yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. I mean, you can kind of see his eyes through the helmet, but to be honest, it's not much of a publicity stunt. I mean, the real stars of the movie are the cars. To be honest, I do believe so. Well, in summary, yes, I like it. Yes, I recommend it, and yes, I will check it out again. There you have it. That's my speedy review of F1 the movie. Until next time, keep jamming about movies.